And hello everyone, welcome back to the Rando BOTE tournament. I have a Group E match between Serpent Chris on the blue side and Graslot and Dadik on the purple side. I am Vale on comms and I'm joined by Maso. Hi Maso.
Hi, Val. We have some very interesting gimmicks today. We have lore, which has been a staple of this tournament. We have no tier, no swim, which it's not been quite as much of a staple, but it's still been pretty common. But the real fun one is map area rando. So, do you want to explain to everyone what exactly that is?
Yeah, of course. So this is a mode where the transitions between the map areas are randomized. Note that this particularly refers to map areas, so areas that are different on the map, not titled areas. So for example, the transition between Sea-Peak and Crystallized Mound will be vanilla, or between KP and Dartmouth, for example, but the transitions between, let's say, Crossroads and Greenpot could be randomized. And right now we are starting in Blue Lake, and going left here will not be Myla. At least we hope it will not be Myla, because that will be quite lame. Or not be Celubra. Myla would also be lame, right?
Milo would be a little lame.
And we actually do have some bets in chat on what this will be. We have Pixodermat Elevator, Greenpath Waterfall, Kalo to City Right Elevator, City to Broken Elevator, and Myla. Let's see which of these happens to be true. Of course, likely it will be none of them. Now
Yes,
for ours.
there are a lot of transitions that this could be. Let's see which one it is. Runners should be off momentarily.
Yeah, we also have no swim, no tier as a gimmick, which is very interesting. This means you can never find Ismas or swim, so you'll need to do acid skips. And, well, it's none of the ones we guessed. I guess I'm closest because I guessed Green Pot. Still, the wrong Green Pot transition.
Yeah, into Green Path from Boulder Shell. So I assume we're going to see one of our runners on each side go over towards VFK and the other just go straight down towards the Stone Sank area.
Yeah, absolutely. I think rushing Stone Sank and doing the down transition and hopefully falling down the well is what the runners are going for.
Yeah, so runners should also, which whoever goes down there should also probably check the transition by Green Path Waterfall. Because that one, if you don't get it when you're cleaning up Green Path stuff, will get very isolated.
That one's definitely forgettable.
Okay, and we
And
have Monarch Wings at the Green Path lore tablet by the Moss Knights, so
how
that
you
happened
doing,
fast.
Maso? What is this? And at least with this start and this split, the annoying lore tablet near Waterfall is now no longer that annoying, because there's a transition nearby and that's a that dash.
That's a dash. Okay. Immediate dash wings.
Plus, I'm sure the runners are absolutely enjoying the seed. And I think Serp will be picking that dash up relatively shortly. Yeah, she is in that room. Let's hope she remembers there's a lore tablet.
And Fireball at Dirtmouth Stag.
Okay, sure. Just give me the claw at MMC and we're just done. And the waterfall transition leads to fungal. With wings and dash, we absolutely can do Sportshroom. Looks like Dadik is going to do it.
Yes, I think we can actually get to most of Fungal this way.
Actually, not sure. I I think it might not be possible.
Oh, there's a Tram Pass at the Shio lore tablet as well. So that is
Yeah.
one of the random obtains that this board demands checked off.
City storeroom started Sportshroom. Yeah, we're going places. And
Yes,
by
we should
places
also
I
talk
mean
about how valuable stags are in map area rando.
oh
Because
yeah. Yeah, go
in
ahead.
normal rando, for example, Crossroads Stag, Green Path Stag are pretty useless. But in map area rando, the stag could be the only way to get to that area. So it could be that the transitions just loop, and you have to find the stag to get there. So having a guaranteed way to an area is very nice to have. We have hidden station stag as well.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And particularly for Basin. In area rando, the ways to get to Basin are hidden stag, tram pass, or the one single up transition. So having the hidden stag as your way in is very convenient.
Yeah, funnily enough, blue actually has 2 of those right now.
Yeah, yeah, I guess that is true. They don't really have any other lower tram right now, so maybe their Basin is going to be their way to, let's say, Kingdom's Edge.
It very well could be. And I suppose that's worth noting as well. Trams and elevators will always take you to their vanilla locations. So the elevator going from city storerooms will always take you to Crossroads. The one going down from Resting Grounds will always take you to King Station, etc., etc.
Very interesting. Chris fell down in QG and did not get the egg or check the other transition. I mean, I guess Chris is listening to the restream. Okay, very nice. Or not nice, it's illegal. What are we doing
I was
here?
about to say. And there's Shade Soul.
Shades. Yeah, very well rewarded for this.
So we have lots of early damage. We have Tram Pass, we have Dash, we have Wings.
Now, very worth pointing out. This loadout means you could technically have Claw at Hornet too.
That's true. We've seen that in this tournament once before. We could see it again.
I think I rolled that seed. And this time you roll it and you're even better at rolling seeds. Maybe we're dreaming too little. Can we actually have Claw at GPZ? Think we could, right? Because you can find Kalo from the... Oh no, you can't find Kalo from the wall.
Yeah, you
But you
would
can
also
climb
need to
edge.
rescue Bretta for that. So,
Oh, yeah, you would need to do that.
okay, so we
I wait to
found
ruin my fun.
City both from Storm Stag, and we found it by Nailsmith on Serp's side. Datic is in Kingdom's Edge.
Yeah, Seb doesn't have the money for this though. It's a bit annoying. And yeah, Kingdom's Edge is nice. You can actually do all of Upper Edge in Logic with just Wings Dash. You actually don't need any Pogo, surprisingly.
Yes. Kingdom's Edge with, like, Upper Kingdom's Edge, especially with just Wings, is pretty nice, honestly.
See,
Graz going to be
Chris
checking the transition from City to Fungal, and it's
finds
Crossroads.
That is massively rewarded.
Yes,
Now,
Crossroads is very, very important, just in terms of sheer quantity of checks.
yes, and not only that, but the amount of transitions as well in Crossroads. I would wager it's the area with the most transitions. Because you have Fog Canyon, you have Fungal, you have the Smila one, you have the Blue Lake one, you have Dirt Mud. Just so many places you can find. I guess in
I
this seed in
suppose that makes
particular.
sense for an area named Crossroads.
Yeah. Yeah, I suppose it would. And just I was going to say, at this point, it probably doesn't matter too much. You already have Dash, you already have Wings, you already have Shade Soul. Like, Claw would be nice, obviously, but not having Claw is not going to be a problem for like 20-30 minutes. I think we saw nothing at Kalos from Dadik.
Yeah,
Like,
there was nothing of value there.
yeah. Okay, let's see grubs. Do we get Claw at 20 plus grubs? As happens way too often on stream.
No, but there's a
Dash Dash at
Grimchild there.
24. Grimchild at 19. Yeah, that will be required. But with 15 grubs already on the board, this is not a lot. Dadik found Crossroads from Celubra. I'm guessing that was the color transition.
And
there's
there's
a
a
dive there.
dive there.
Yeah, that's very nice. I think of all the things that we're missing, dive is probably the second biggest one.
For sure, dive is extremely important.
And now we just need to find sea peak, I guess, or resting grounds.
CP, Cresting Grounds. There's a Dream Nail at the Pilgrim's Way Soul Totem.
That's also really
Howling
impactful.
Cliffs is also a big question mark right now.
Did Serp warp out of Pilgrim's Way? Why?
It's
Oh,
a good
there's a
question. I'm
sea
not
dash.
sure. And yeah, there's
Sea
Sea
dash is more
Dash.
like one. Purple's able to go fast, while Dadik's dashing across this long room. Uh, the pain. Oh, Chris. Very nice lefty skip. This lefty skip with dash wings BS is absolutely beautiful.
Yeah.
I wish I could do it in every run. Razot having probably the easiest 10-minute Monik of his life with this Shade Soul. And also shoutouts for the raid Fox. Sharp doing it out there, bro. Actually, no matter what damage you have, this fight is annoying.
Yeah.
So,
Like, this is about as good as it's going to get for Serp.
you can't even abuse Flux for Elder Hook because it teleports.
Yeah.
Who gets a Charm Notch? That is quite convenient. No, Dadik fighting False Knight. It's interesting how Purple just chose to split Crossroads, while Blue chose to not even find Crossroads. You know, Serp is backwards Mantis Village.
Yeah, so
I'm
welcome Raiders. This is a randomizer match, part of the ongoing Blackout True Ending randomizer tournament. We have Serpentex and Chrysanthemoof versus Grasloth and Dadik.
This is supposed to be a really close match. It's third seed versus fourth seed in Group B. And their last match, I think, like Combat 1, was actually very close and very entertaining to watch. I'm hoping this keeps going. Well,
There's
Kingsbrand,
Kingsbrand
Mantis
in Mantis
Village.
Village. Yeah.
While while Chris is dashing across the base in long room, I cannot flame Chris because she does not have C dash. She
Yeah,
could not C dash if she wanted to.
for sure.
Yeah, I wonder if she goes to Abyss. Although there's actually nothing you can do in Abyss.
Yeah,
Right?
there's nothing that Blue can do in Abyss right now.
Yeah, maybe Serp finds a Blackblood Moskset Claw and then can do stuff. Although Serp looks like she's eyeing the Mantis Lords. I
Okay,
guess makes
Graz
sense.
finding waterways. That's the drop down from Crossroads that normally takes you to Leg Eater. So
Yeah, that's
having
an.
and a resting ground stag there too.
Yeah, I was gonna say, not only is this nice for finding waterways, this also unlocks the city transition without requiring a single key. That is a double transition for purple. And that resting ground stag, I think I would check that immediately. I know we're not playing with ghosts anymore, which is a shame, but resting grounds is still very powerful, especially with the dive.
Yeah, if I'm Datic, I do that immediately after finishing MMC.
Meanwhile, where is Graz going? I guess you can get to Junkie with the C dash. Okay, that it does make sense.
Yeah, you can get to Junk Pit with the C Dash, you can get to Fluke Marm with the C Dash. And just making sure, okay, I don't need to use that simple key is very valuable information to have.
I've just completely forgotten purple has the C dash. I was looking at blue dashing around. I mean, look, Chris is in life.core room. I guess they have Joni's blessing from somewhere. And Chris doesn't have the C dash. This is miserable, actually.
Yeah,
Especially
something
when
is
you just when you know that the C dash is at Kura's mom, it's even more painful. Which obviously they can't know. Also, are we dying here? Yeah, this is a good decision.
Chris knows better than to die there.
Yeah, fun fact for anyone in chat: if you die there, your shade spawns at 00000 coordinates and you can't reach it. I think it's the only room in the game where your shade is lost forever. Unless, for example, Crossroads Hot Spring, where you absolutely cannot die and there's two different shade spawns. So yeah, grass having to warp out from Flukmarm. I guess even Shade Soul is not an easy way to fight Flukmarm. And yeah, Serp about to
The
find
room
out we
that
do not have platforms here.
Yeah, the room that Chris is currently in, if you die in that, you're not getting your shade back. And there's Fragile Greed.
The Mantis Lord's transition leads to the broken elevator. That would be very nice if Blue had a C dash.
Yeah.
So Serp needs to heal before entering Broken Bridge. This is not going to go well.
I mean, Serp doesn't have the soul to, so.
I know, but she needs a way to heal.
Yeah.
Like, there's no way she makes it through this.
Ooh!
Oh, yeah.
Dodged death for a moment, and then it came back.
I'm sorry for the curse, but there was no way that was happening. When Serb didn't get Breath Bench, oh, this is so bad. This is like a good 2 minutes of walking.
Yeah, this is a painful death, especially not having C-Dash.
I think what happened is Serb expected the platforms to be there. However, in area random, those platforms do not spawn. And because the platforms do not spawn, Serb could not get out of Mantis Village, and her only way was to continue downwards, where she died.
Yeah.
And this is, I guess, one of the situations where area random experience really comes in handy.
For sure.
Yes, then we are getting Bretta Bench. And so if there's a claw at that Mantis Village Lord target, I think Serb will punch you. Yeah, we're safe.
I was about to say, there's no claw there. We're fine. There's a minion charm there. So we needed that.
Well, not really, because we need the
I suppose so.
Grim
Yeah, we
Child
need the Grim
anyway.
Child anyways. Okay, Chris is taking Lower Tram into Edge. I like this play. Especially given that I don't believe they have any other knowledge of Edge.
Yes, and also, if Chris continues this all the way up, she will end up in Crossroads. So that will be the very top of Edge, so it's gonna be a while. But these are new checks, and they are worthless.
Okay, this vertical transition here is a area transition, and it leads to QG.
Yeah, that's like, you never take that transition in area rando. You're always going to find a better one. Which Chris already found, the QGA one. I guess with this in mind, we can actually talk about one convenient thing with area rando. Is QG is generally a lot nicer. Because other than the QG stag, you can also get a Traitor Lord transition, which puts you in QG from the Grimpot route, and that also allows you to skip the annoying QG arena.
That's true. There are several transitions into Queen's Gardens. It's just that most of them are very difficult to access from the not Queen's Garden side.
Yeah, true. No, where's... My Serp is going back to get her shade. Oh, Chris is going to Oro first. Yeah, this is a fine play. I think generally I would prefer getting Camp Bench first, and then going down from camp, warping to camp, and going up. But I don't think there's anything inherently wrong with this play.
Yeah.
No, I guess that is. You have to poke it when asking to get up from here. It's going to be a bit slow.
All right.
Well,
Serp getting that.
Grasshound Deep Nest.
Serp getting that shade back.
I just love looking at purple team screens. Whenever you look at them, they're in two areas they've never been in before, and in two areas that blue has never been in. You have no idea how they're finding all this stuff.
Yeah, they are doing a very good job of checking transitions.
Indeed. Okay, let's see junk bit. I think purple never ended up checking junk bit after warping out from Flukmarm. Oh, that's
Oh,
a
there's a
shade cloak.
shade cloak.
And a QG stag. Oh, this junk bit is goated. And rainbow egg. Yeah, that egg's probably not happening.
Yeah, probably not. Not unless our runners get very desperate.
You see Chris go into Broken Vessel. I am curious if she just does Lost in here. I think with Shade Soul you might as well.
I agree with that assessment. I don't think you go to this area without Claw and just not do everything.
Meanwhile, Dadik remembering started in Blue Lake so we can see dash to resting grounds. This is better than stagging in because you get the extra checks here.
And it's another
Just
simple
simple.
key. And also love key at Blue Lake Egg.
I don't think we're going to see that love key unless Collector's on this board.
Collector's not on
Don't
the board.
think it is. It could have Grimchild. That could happen.
No, it couldn't because Grimchild's at Grubs.
Uh, yes. I knew that. I was just testing you to see if you were paying attention.
I was at least paying enough attention to notice that.
We are seeing Broken Vessel, and Grazot is also going to lower edge. I think he's done the rest of edge, so. Oh no, he went from Deep Nest to Basin. Yeah, I guess this is more convenient than pogoing the Shadow Creepers. Saves the grub.
Chris cutting it very close there.
Chris is fine. Did she open the shortcut?
I don't know. I wasn't paying attention to that.
I hope she did at this point.
Okay.
Okay, we're safe. So we're probably not seeing Lost Skin if this is how Broken Vessel is going. I guess who knows? I know some people always laugh and call Lost Skin the easier Broken Vessel.
If you ask my opinion, I personally think that Lost Kin is easier when you get a feel for it. It's a lot harder to learn, but Broken Vessel, in comparison, just feels incredibly slow.
Yeah, I can agree with this actually. I think Broken Vessel can sometimes jump in very weird ways, and you can get hit by the hugging attack. While Bloskin surprisingly doesn't have that problem. I feel like all his dashes are just fixed distance and you know what's coming for you. And Chris is actually going for this. How such an annoying stagger.
All right, we are seeing Serp thinking about Sanctum and going in.
No claw, no dive. Is this Squirtle or is this Serp? What's going on?
Blue has still not found Crossroads, by the way, and it's really hurting them.
I wonder if you don't have the resting gun stack by now, or was that also in Crossroads?
I don't believe that was in Crossroads. That
They
was
could just,
in it was in Waterways, but that was from Resting Ground. Sorry, from Crossroads.
in that case, that's unfortunate. Yeah, I wonder what transition Purple could have done so early that Blue just completely skipped. Oh, was it just the reverse City Crest? I think it was, right?
It might have been. I don't. I honestly don't remember.
I feel like that's one of the transitions you could actually just forget to check. Well, I did not know that mistake can fall down. Well,
I've
that
never
that
seen it, but
is
I'm not surprised that it's doable.
it is just kind of funny though. Like the only enemy I know that does that consistently is the bloody Monarch you're supposed to damage boost off to get to the Baylor in Basin. I think it really likes to fall, and yeah, Chris not having fun at Luskin.
That was a Death Warp out. Chris already beat
Oh.
Luskin.
Okay, never
So Chris
mind.
is doing just fine.
Yeah, that is some speedrun tech. Okay, I'm going to hope we check wings before doing Luskin. I'm going to assume that's what happened.
I believe that it did. So I did see how Datic managed to get to Upper Edge, and that was through the Queen's Gardens transition that normally goes to Fog Canyon,
Yes.
which we know Chris has been in that area because that's where Shade Soul was.
Yeah, but Chris went left.
Chris
Like
went
Chris
left
went
and did not go
down.
right to check the transition.
Yeah, she got the egg and then she went to get the corny for bench. Yeah, it's unfortunate. No, what's Sibling Tyrant here?
Looks
I
like
guess you
Zerp's
might
doing
as
Tyrant
well.
here. Yeah. You don't have Dreamgate, so coming back to this is going to feel awful.
Well, you don't have Claw or Dive. You will be coming back to this no matter what.
That's a valid point, actually.
Uh,
So
I'm
I don't
happy
know
with
why you
this.
do this early.
I'm happy this is not working
Unless
out.
Claw is just here.
Okay, if Claw is a Tyrant, you are just unstoppable. You're an evil monster or something. Yeah, this is not Quirrell playing. This will not be Claw. Or, but imagine Elegant Key here just for Claw dive behind Elegant Key. Not like that ever happened.
Right. Looks like Datic is
Grasping.
going to check Oro dive area now.
Yep. Interesting Dung Defender from Graslot. Which is out of logic. I assume you have to Pogo Flukfei.
Yeah, you have to pogo an enemy to get there. So one thing that I'm noticing right now is that there's definitely a pretty big disparity in grub count. Graz and Datic have 12, Serp and Chris only have 6. And personally, I am keeping an eye on that Grimchild. Because unless you can get to Cliff somehow, which we haven't figured out a way there, that's your only way of summoning the Grim Troop. And
I mean,
Cliff's access could be behind the Grim Troop. Especially with having all 3 Fragile Charms already.
hey, you are making a good point. I think rushing the grass for Grimchild is absolutely a correct play. I think that the problem for Blue Team is more around the check locations in general. They're around 30 checks down. Oh god, Serp. Oh my. This Serp is playing with fire here, I swear. That is
Yeah,
such
that is
beautiful execution though.
it is. That is
How much
the
HP does that thing have?
too much. That is
Wait,
the
check.
106 runner that I remember.
And that does get through the fight. Oh, well played to Serp. And gets a white
A white
fragment.
fragment.
That is better than expected. I would not be mad.
Yeah, especially because we know there's one at Salubra. Mind you, Blue doesn't know this, but as soon as Blue gets to Salubra, they're buying that and probably checking it right away.
Well, as soon as Blue gets to Salubra, might be a while.
That might be a while, that's true.
Because the thing is, they're also not running out of things to do. It's map area and we're always going to have stuff to do.
Yes, this is
And
very
just
true.
oh, Chris falling down the drop. And Chris is not the person who fought Mantis Lords. Now this is an interesting room, because there is a transition to the right that should let you into Mantis Village. And that transition is only open if you've killed Mantis Lords, which
That's
Serpent
true.
has, not Chris.
Yeah, chat pointing out that Purple probably won't find that Soul Tyrant fragment soon. So, might be a while before we get to see our birthplace.
That is true, yeah. So I'm guessing when Purple will go to Sanctum, they will be going there with even more damage. So they will most likely do Tyrant. It's just a matter of time. You're seeing Hornet from Chris.
Okay, there's another Shade Cloak above King Station at the any percent journal.
Yes. That will be convenient for sure. I guess it's immediately Sharp Shadow. We might also have Fog Canyon access for Purple. Assume we do by this point.
I don't remember ever seeing Fog Canyon from any of our runners.
I don't either, but it has to have happened, right? Or, I don't know, Grass is just getting it vanilla right now. We're good.
Alright, Datic picking up Howling Rates at Leg Eater.
Also
And
betraying the Aluba.
down into Dark
Blurry.
Deep Nest from the Crossroads to Fog Canyon transition.
Yeah, it is a choice. All of this
I
is
mean,
currently out of logic, but
if you find yourself here, you might as well do the stuff here. It's a decent number of checks.
I suppose, yeah. The thing is, you can't really do that much of Beast then. And then you're going to have to come back here with Claw at some point to slash the Trilobite.
I
So
suppose
I
I'm
would.
I suppose I more so meant just the Darkroom Egg and what you can do in Weaver's Den. But valid point.
What you can do in Weaver's Den is everything.
Yeah.
Like, I trusted him to do the Pogos. No, Daddy going for something really fun. Alright, let's see. Daddy strat for this. Oh, guess it's second try. This is
That
not easy.
that's a very, very hard skip.
Yeah, looking good.
And
And
there's Mantis
Claw.
Claw from QG Stag.
And out of nowhere, Blue are back in this race. They don't have the C dash, but this claw is even more impactful. Now, I wonder where the dive was. Oh, that was at Salubra, wasn't it?
Yes, dive was at Salubra.
It does like the one thing Blue still needs to just breeze through the seed. Let's see where Serp is going. Seems a bit confused. Well, I think everyone else is doing stuff we've always seen, or already seen even. Okay, there's a transition that's white Serp. You're seeing it. And we're not going there. Unfortunate.
Yeah, if I have one gripe about how Blue has been playing this seed, it's just not enough checking transitions.
Yeah. And in general, I'm not a massive fan of continuously checking transitions. However, when you haven't found crossroads yet, I think that's when you absolutely have to check them.
Absolutely. Like, there are several major areas that blue has just not found yet.
Team Blue hasn't even seen the waterways yet. Which, no,
Blue
I'm
hasn't
lying. They have seen it.
Yeah, blue hasn't seen West Waterways yet. Though they could get there with a spike tunnel.
Well, they would need a shade skip as well. Because they don't have the sea dash, which is in crossroads.
That's also a completely valid point. Yeah.
This crossroads is really, really bad. Or not having it is really bad. So if you're about to check the elevator, I think.
No, Serp is going to check, I think, trying to check the transition that normally goes to Kingdom's Edge here.
Yes, that's what I meant as well, but it looks like it's already checked on their map. Maybe that's how they got the right side. I wonder how long it's going to be until purple does QG. I don't even know if they have the stack or not.
Yeah, I'm not sure if they do either. My gut instincts they probably don't. But I don't have any evidence to support that claim.
Yeah, this would be a lot easier if you actually remembered where it was. It's very hard to keep track of these things. Meanwhile, Graz is in Fog Canyon, so at least now we found it. Okay, and Chris is dangerously close to Crossroads. We might be getting it. I think this is going to be the Salubra transition as well, the upper one. So Chris is just getting the good stuff immediately. It was in Junk
Chat
Pit.
saying it was in Junk Pit. Thank you.
But that makes no sense, because purple is the one with waterways, not blue.
Blue found the Junk Pit transition from Nailsmith already.
Oh, right, they did. Oh yeah, because Serp saw the rainbow egg and didn't get it. Yeah.
Yeah, and that was Blue's Shade Cloak.
Yeah,
Yeah,
if
Datic
that is
is doing Mantis Lords when Graz has already done it, so...
this might be for the fungal core drop transition. I don't know where that drop was, but it might be in such a position that Graz doesn't have a convenient way to get it. I think that warp was a bit early. Well, we'll see.
Okay, I looked away and then looked back, and Graz is suddenly in cliffs.
Yeah, that's how Area Rondo goes.
Graz
But
had
that
just been in Fog Canyon, so presumably it was a transition from there.
Fokinen has two different up transitions, so it would help in finding cliffs. Oh god, Serp. Oh, the save from Chris. Absolutely beautiful. First, Chris deciding to do Pale Lurker is like probably correct, but it just keeps her like a few minutes away from the C dash and dive. It's a bit
Yeah.
unfortunate. Wait, are they getting checks from Mantis Lords? What's going on here? I am confused. Did Graz kill Mantis Lords and then just not ever come back? And was he so lazy that he never bothered to get the checks?
So there's another white fragment from the city lore tablet by Lurian.
Not so much Lurian. I don't know if this is worth grabbing. So this does give you the advantage of no longer taking damage when falling in water, but you still have to do the skips. I don't know, what's your opinion? Do you get it or do you not?
I mean, I think it depends on how comfortable you are with some of the swim skips. I would say probably get it most of the time, though. Especially not having dive or sea dash right now.
Interesting. Okay, Cresting, Baylor, now she will check the transition, right? Right? Okay, good warp. Going left, that's good. And Yeah, we do have claw. We don't need platforms here. Oh, it's happening. We're going to see crossroads, everyone.
Oh, there's the
Every-
other not swim, by the way, in Joni's.
Ooh. Did we just miss Grass doing Journeys? As, as Purple
Thank
has
you,
been doing a
chat.
lot of cool stuff.
Graz did Mantis Lords because he found the bottom transition in and then couldn't climb up.
That's funny. Okay, get that dive, get that Void Heart. Or, I guess, not getting the Void Heart.
Yeah, not get the Void Heart. Okay, never mind.
We are getting the Void Heart. Okay, I just wanted to triple check that it's really a Void Heart. That's fine.
Abyss Shriek
Now,
in Pleasure House for blue.
important, the C dash is at Gura's mom. It's important we do not skip this Gura's mom. Alright, there we go.
I thought the C
Meanwhile,
dash was on the way to Moloch.
Oh, was it?
We're about to find out.
I haven't made a single correct call this seed. Yeah, yeah. And Chris knowing it's faster to warp. Except we're warping to a different area?
Chris is just going straight to Abyss.
Interesting. I guess this doesn't unlock all of Abyss, yeah. But still, Crossroads is really good.
I
I'm
mean, I
surprised we're
don't
skipping
hate this
Crossroads.
play, but it's going to hurt when... Actually, no, I don't like this play nearly as much now that I realize that no swim or C dash. So all you're doing here is the birthplace checks and the shriek check. All right, Serp is going into waterways from Junk Pit.
It does make sense, yeah. I actually don't need dive to do it this way. Although Serb does have the dive, so it's a mute point.
How do you get through the dive floor that Serp is about to run into?
What dive floor?
Oh, does it just... Okay, it just tosses you out.
Yeah. I mean, you can't break a dive floor from the bottom, right? So
Yeah, that was
the way
my...
the way the
That was
game
what I
treats
was
it is it just
thinking.
deletes it. Yeah.
Okay, Lurian GG, as well as a
Not a
Dream
shriek.
Gate. First Dreamer
Yes.
of the Rando, by the way.
Yeah, and Purple finding the third shriek before Blue even finds shriek. Serp going to Fluke Nest. Let's see if Serp has better luck than Grass did. More. No, I guess we're warping out. Sure.
And it's Weaver Song at...
Why are we getting this?
That's a very valid question. I don't know why you're doing this.
Is Blue unaware that Grim is a minion charm?
Even if they are, they have Glowing Womb.
Okay, I'm even more confused if they have Glowing as well. Why are we doing this? I guess for the content, for the chat. Let's enjoy the Void Climb.
Shaman Stone in King's Pass, 6 notches.
Two. Stone for 6. I don't think we haven't seen Dash Master yet. Everyone's dashing quite slowly, so we probably have not. Oh, Grass doing the hazard or the hard save in KP. This is not needed when you have wings. You can just clear everything in one go. Wait. What happened?
Datic is spike tunneling up into Crystal Peak.
I really don't like this. There is no way to get to Upper Peak, even in area random without claw. Like at this point, you're not going to find the intended claw at least here. Just do the non-claw locked stuff and get the claw.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of this play either. The only reason I don't completely hate it is because Crystal Guardian 1 is on the board. And you have to come here anyways.
I mean, yeah, that's fair, but it's a lot better when you come here with Claw.
For sure.
God, why is it like almost
Oh,
always I look at Syrup and I was gonna say she's always on 1 HP, but this time she was on 0.
yeah.
Unfortunate. So second Dreamer found by Purple in C peak.
So for them, it's out of logic, but we know that it is accessible.
Yes. It's interesting we have parity on True Ending. Both teams having 3 True Ending pieces, except Blue has 3 fragments and Purple has 2 Dreamers, 1 fragment. Definitely more convenient for Blue, because at least the Void Heart does stuff for you in Abyss. The 2 Dreamers don't really help, neither does the 1 fragment.
Yes. Oh, it
If
looks
more
like Datic is going for CG2 Shade Skip. Okay,
why?
I really don't agree with this play. I love my Shade Skips, don't get me wrong, but just from a strict efficiency perspective, I think this is a bad play.
Yeah, Dadik, I think Dadik at this point is just trying to have fun. Purple has been doing a lot of like really fun content skips. No, let's see if we get this. And importantly, let's see that we don't die to CG2. Because if we die to CG2, this is miserable.
Datic remembering to set a Dream Gate, good, because CG2 does not spawn until you've killed CG1.
Oh yeah, that is how that works. Oh yeah, I swear, the Boomer Rando players just killed CG1 with the Shade waiting outside. We don't believe in all this Dreamgate nonsense. Just get it first try. Now, Serp also doing Down Defender soon, except she gets to do it with Claw, which is a lot more pleasant. I mean, oh yeah, what Dadik is doing is absolutely the safe way and the correct way to do CG2. It's just not what we used to do in the good old days. And to be fair, with this damage, safety doesn't really matter. You're not going to die to CG2 with Shriek. Although, Dadik is short trying. Okay, we're good.
That was very close to a comms curse there.
I don't know. If you die to CG2
I mean,
with Shriek, you deserve to be cursed.
I mean, it was almost, but it's not a death, so. And the only HP that matters is the last one.
Very wise. So whenever I'm looking at Chris's screen, she's somehow not in Crossroads. Which I guess it's fair. You'd have a lot of transitions in Crossroads and you keep getting sidetracked. I would really like to see a clear of Crossroads. Even not knowing about the C dash at Molek, I would like to see at least Ancestral Mound.
One thing that's rather unfortunate for Serp is that you cannot actually go up the waterways transition that normally goes to City if you haven't opened up that manhole. So
Uh,
she can't get to Crossroads that way.
that is correct. Although, I feel like we found that from someone. Like someone fell down the waterways hole. That might have been Purple Team.
That was Purple Team, because that was from Crossroads.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Chris? Chris gaming right now. That was a very nice glowing boom skip.
Very nice. It's going to feel considerably less nice when she finds the Crystal Heart before Moloch, but
Oh, no. This is gonna feel awesome, regardless of what you find after.
I mean, it
Going for
still
that
feels
and getting
really
it
good.
first try, it's just...
Yeah.
You don't even care about whether it was good or not. You care that you got the skip. I think that was even first try. It's 400 essence. I don't remember what was it here. So I don't think that particularly important. Blue team doesn't have infected crossroads, of course.
Yeah,
That's
no
funny.
dreamers.
Yeah, no
Okay,
dreamers.
Stagna Stag was in Waterways at the Dung Defender Totem.
Yeah,
Not Dung Defender
that
Totem, at the Dung Defender lore tablet.
that works. Blue team has not found cliffs yet. That was purple in cliffs.
Yeah. So we were talking earlier about what transition that blue could have missed that purple found. Now I think the shoe is almost on the other foot, because the logical way to get to that claw, the only logical way to my knowledge, is, oh, or you just find the dupe in Spirit's Glade. That works too.
I'm not even sure if this is the dupe. Like, this could very well be the intended one.
That's true, it could be.
Well, regardless, I'm sure purple doesn't mind. Just happy they have the claw now.
I think purple cares much less about getting that QG stag and getting the claw and QG when they already have claw.
Yeah, and I have to say, even with this claw disadvantage for a while, still 30 checks advantage for purple. They're doing really well. Now this will diminish as Chris is just cleaning up crossroads, which is very dense. I think at least a 15 check difference will remain.
Alright, nothing at Grey Mourner this time. Graz taking an unfortunate death to Lost Kin.
Yeah, and this one was not a death warp.
No, not a death warp, an actual death.
I'm sure second time will go better, right? So, although blue has had claw for a while, we have not yet seen the GPZ check. I guess it makes sense because it's Serp in Mantis Village, not Chris. Chris would have done that in a heartbeat.
That's true.
It's going the much longer way to this totem. You could just climb the wall on the right. It saves a lot of time. Have a green butt stag here in cliffs. I want to say purple did not light the Grim Lantern, though I could be wrong. Which
I don't
I guess
remember
it
them
makes
lighting
sense.
it either, but I mean, they had 19 grubs, so.
And blue is at 13 already as well. They realistically can get it quite quickly. And
There's
the
that
Sea
crystal
Dash for
heart.
Chris. Oh, is this the first time we see a resting round for blue?
I believe so,
That is
yes.
a choice. At least they just found the RG stag and they just found the Sea Dash, so it makes sense. They didn't really
Yeah.
have the convenient way here. Like, they could have trammed, but Chris was already overloaded on things to do.
Okay,
And
Graz
this one
death
from
warping
Graz
out.
is a death warp. Yeah, I was gonna say. This one is on purpose. Okay, now maybe we can see the Seer check Sports Room at around 800. Another VS we don't care about. Okay, it's just the Sports Room we want here. Chris just now doing Molek. That has to be a bit funny. And then they go into Watchers.
I mean, they didn't have
On the
access to
board.
Crossroads until like 15 minutes ago.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Completely to their fault, but still
Yeah,
funny.
it kind of was their own fault, but
Syrup not having fun with Rebek. So far it's 1-0 for Rebek. Okay,
okay,
1-1.
1-1.
2-1.
Purple picking up that Grimchild as well as not Ismus.
It's a tie. Yeah, don't mind me, I'm just enjoying the 1v1. Okay, Syrup does win the best of 5. You love to see it. Now don't die getting this check. Warp, warp.
Okay.
No! Not the double tap on the
Oh.
exit button. Uh, in the end, it is 4-3 for Revek. The best of 7 was lost. Yes, we are going to get back our shade.
Yeah. So Datic is doing Watcher Knights, which means that purple is about to get their King Soul.
Let's check in Divine. Buys the essence here.
Yeah, this is
Interesting.
faster than swapping off all of your charms constantly. It's not if you do that.
I don't think it's faster. Like, the animation takes a while. And they're playing without load normalizers.
You said without load normalizers?
Yeah, they don't have load normalizer on. At least it didn't
Well,
look like that way to me.
then you can just walk out of the divine room and then walk back in. And that cancels the animation.
But you don't need the essence, it's better to just warp out, I think. Well, there was a Hera as well here, so now we have not only Black Egg, but logical Black Egg.
Yes.
Also, did we see all 3 fragiles checked? I feel like we only saw 2 of them, but maybe I missed one.
Um, I would assume we missed Fragile Heart because it was Fragile Greed and then Fragile Strength that got checked.
Okay.
But I don't know.
We are seeing Boras just doing Grim immediately. I have to say, I agree with this. You're not that far away from go mode, and you have the damage for this.
Most certainly.
It's obviously not going to be fun, but it's Grim. Grim is never fun. You should be able to stun lock through balloons. What else are we seeing here? Actually, what are we looking for is a better question.
We're looking
Like,
for.
I
believe just a Void Heart from Purple Team.
Yep. We've been dancing around in purple just like almost in go. And blue needs 3 dreamers. Yeah, that is brutal.
Yeah, blue does indeed need 3 Dreamers.
Oh. Don't even remember where they were. I know there was one at Divine.
There was one at Soul Tyrant. And that's the
Yeah.
one that.
Soul Tyrant is a fragment.
Oh, you were talking about the Dreamers.
Yeah, thinking about the 3 dreamers that are missing.
One was in Crystal Peak on the way to CG1. So blue should get that. One was at Divine, as you mentioned. And one was at Egg Shop.
Oh. Okay. So technically blue should stumble into it. And there's
Or
a
they're just
dreamer
going to
in
stumble
Canyon.
into the other Dreamer that we haven't seen yet. That also works too.
That is huge for blue. Yeah, at this point I just want to see them look for the C peak. Because it's a goal, you have to be there, and it's also a very dense area, and you know your opponent has been there. A nice little lore at Grey Mourner. I think the dupe fragment being at Grey Mourner would have been very funny.
It would have been extremely funny. One other reason that I like Crystal Peak in this. Oh, they don't have access to Crystal Peak. It wasn't on their map.
Yeah, they haven't found it yet. They need to look for transitions. That's what we were saying early on, that purple is really good at. Is purple really knows how to check the transitions.
That's
Blue
true.
so far is not. And Chris is doing Umu here. I don't know, I feel like you're missing so few things in check-wise. You should just go look for the areas you're missing. Like, you should look for a convenient way to do Darkness. You should look for the Bloody AC peak. You should maybe go into Hive. Because there could really just be 2 Dreamers in Hive for all Blue knows.
You do really need to find those transitions.
We have lower tram for Hive. That is absolutely doable. And lower tram also gets you to Darkness. Like, it's annoying for sure, but it does get you there.
Speaking of
And,
Hive, is
and
Grass about to do that?
yes, and speaking of Sea Peak, Chris just found it. So we are on track. At this point, depending on how bad Deep Fragment is, I think actually I don't know who's ahead because Blue are going to just finish in like 20 minutes, I'd say. They're just going to find everything on their way to bolts. It's whether Purple ever finds a Deep Fragment that matters, because I don't think they're finding the intended one.
That's true.
And this is actually still hype. And to be fair, if the Dupe Fragment is in a Hive, then Purple absolutely deserves the win for going there. Where is Dadik going? What have we not seen here?
I think Dadik. I don't know where Dadik's going.
We're not doing Darkness from here.
I
You
think
found
Dadik.
Maskmaker.
I think Dadik was wanting to do Dung Defender sign and briefly forgot that it was Map Barrier Rando. If I had to guess.
You could actually be correct.
Because
maybe we're
that's
getting the Clawlocked checks here as well.
yeah, because that's a goal that they don't have yet.
Yeah. I mean, that's not that bad from Waterway's bench, though. It's absolutely not slow, because you can just see dash through most of the rooms. You might want to do Umas. Well, if you want to do Umas, it's very far away from them. Lovely Mosquito interrupting serve skip. And very nicely executed as well. Yeah, so far all runners have been very clean with the acid skips. Love to see it.
Yes, for sure.
And Serb found more sea peaks.
So we've been talking about this check difference for
Oh,
a
no,
while.
Chris.
Oh no, Chris. But that check difference has closed completely. It's 203 to 204 now.
I think the fact that Blue finally got to do the convenient stuff like crossroads and cliffs really brought it back. I didn't think it would bring it back this far, but it absolutely helped. Now, part of it is also that Purple team is doing stuff like Troop Master Grim and Hive Knight, which are very slow goals.
That is true.
Oh, also, I just noticed Purple marked Interact with Mr. Mushroom. I think this is a very bad idea, because this is giving a lot of information on the Dreamer locations.
That is
Like
true.
the fact that Blue already knows you have 3 Dreamers, and I didn't even know when they marked it, so it must have been a bit back.
It
They
was
will,
semi recently. It was semi recently.
even then, I think Purple is never going into Palace for it. Like, they should know that it's not in Palace by now. Or that it's not at Nask or Hornet 2 or somewhere idiotic. I'm curious how they use this info. Because on the board, Purple is absolutely smoking them. It's just a matter of that final fragment.
For sure.
Oh no, sir, don't die in Journeys. Okay, we are safe. We're going to heal here and then we're going to get a totem, right?
Yep, getting that other not swim or not.
Maybe she wants to continue from here? I don't
Oh,
think there's
that would
anything
make
left to do.
sense.
She's already been there. Oh, if Serb lights the Grim Lantern, we're in big trouble. Or they're in big trouble. There's a chance they forgot about the Grim. Because I don't see what else they're doing in this side.
Yeah, if they forgot about the Grim Lantern, if they forgot about Grim Child at Grubs, that's a big problem.
I mean, it's just race over if they don't remember that.
But I also feel like you don't collect this many grubs. Like, going out of your way for this many grubs.
Were we
Just
just
for...
never here? Yeah, we just were never in cliffs? Huh, sure. I could have sworn I've seen Serpia like 10 minutes ago.
Alright, Dadik is going towards that Dung Defender sign.
And the grass go into darkness.
Yeah, we've not seen this from anyone, so the dupe White Frag could absolutely be here.
When did we get Lantern?
Lantern was in Black Egg.
Oh, oh. I did not notice that. Yeah, that is very convenient for purple. Although I have full confidence that Serp at least knows how to do darkness. Chris here will be able to do a lot more checks than purple could do in C-Peak, which is actually going to be bad for her. Everything she wants has already been found, and it's not
Yeah.
blocked.
However,
Absolutely
it's
like to
worth noting
see.
that 2 of those Dreamers are in Dirtmouth.
Why are we skipping the Tourney for? I guess Chris probably wants the transition as well. No panic yet. No panic just yet.
Okay, what are those Insta-Wings from Serp? Thanks, I hate it.
No, I just cannot get Insta Wings no matter what.
As a
It's like
controller player, I am extremely jealous. Serp
also
finding that
gets the shaman.
6... Yeah, that's 6-notch Shaman Stone.
Why did Chris warp out of cliffs or of Sea Peak? Oh boy, where are we going? Um, oh, getting the Grim Child probably. Okay, this is fine. No panic yet.
Did Chris beat CG1?
Yes,
Okay, that
and sit
needs
on the bench.
marked.
You are correct. It does need marked. Saw the Grim Child, and now we're back to Sea Peak. Meanwhile, Dadik about to find the fourth Dreamer here in Fog Canyon. Found a bunch of explosions as well.
I mean, it's very easy to find explosions in Fog Canyon.
Yeah, that much you're right about.
Yeah, if Chris does the transition from Crystal Peak to Dirtmouth last, that's going to be a time sink.
Yeah.
Because we
The
know
thing
there are
is,
no Dreamers over in that part of Crystal Peak.
they have yet to check the Vine is the thing. So, at this point, even if they find the Dreamer, they won't know they're in Go yet.
That's
Darkness to
true.
DV is not a transition. Distant Village is part of Deep Nest in map area rando. In full area rando, which is a much superior way of playing, then that would be an area transition.
Okay, Lifeblood Core at Grey Prince Zote. Don't need that today.
Yep.
Alright, Serp about to find Blue's second Dreamer.
That's good. Why is Crescent Archives? Huh. Should allow full. I think full area rando is actually allowed if both players agree. Don't think we would stop that.
Yeah.
It's just the room rando that is banned. We do have the second Dreamer from Serp, and she's going to Grim. Or rather, she's going to find the Hera Divine actually, and we're just gonna be done with this. Or not.
Yes, all of the racers have access to this bingo board, so they know what the goals they need to do are. The board is generated during like while we're setting up, so they have a couple minutes to look over at the board, but not more than that.
I think blue is ahead here. I think blue's already in go, and there's a very high chance they just finish the board before purple finds a fragment.
Yeah, the $1 million question here is where is this duplicate white fragment?
That is a question, yes. Also, I swear, come on, blind bingo is so fun. I absolutely would like to see it back. Although obviously, in a tournament, it would be like very, very, very high likelihood of foul play occurring. I think it's much better for just casual play.
Welcome, Raiders.
Welcome, Raiders. Blind Cheetos. Oh god.
All right.
You would be there for a full day. And Manamon as well.
Yep,
Out
Monomon
of nowhere.
as Serp is going through the animation for Hera.
Okay, are we aware that we didn't go? Chris is warping to lower tram, so I think we are. Yeah. Oh, where is Serp going? What do we want
Serp is
here?
buying map pins from Zelda.
Oh, that's on the board. Yeah, yeah, makes sense. Sure. If purple goes into Sanctum now, this will actually be really competitive. Mm. Now, do you believe in dupe fragment at Shape of One?
It's Shape of Un.
Yeah.
Maybe, but I'm not getting those vibes.
Alright.
I'm feeling it in Right Side Abyss.
That would be funny. That would also mean purple would win if that happened. Oh, let's see it. Dalek looking for it in Fungal Core. Haven't seen Nail 4 yet? Actually, not sure if we have.
I'm not sure either.
I would assume so. Yeah, I see Dalek has one Paylor. So I'm assuming they actually have 4 of them and they just use 3 of them. Chat saying Nail 4 is shock, eh? Okay. That
That
would be
would be
funny.
a gross place for the duplicate white fragment.
Why is Chris doing the Hive Mask Shard? What's the point of this? Are they nothing else? Am I missing something? I think we realized. Oh,
Yeah.
oh, we're on 2 HP here.
That
I,
little bee might have just saved Chris.
Again, now, do we know the Dream Gate tech? I think we do know the Dream Gate tech. Hey, we know the Dream Gate tech.
I think that little bee might have saved Chris from a double damage Big B.
Oh, absolutely. Using the iframes to pogo up there is really nice. Okay, now, wonder where Serp is going. I'm guessing towards Darkness. Don't know the best way they found Darkness from.
I'm not sure if they know either.
Well, you have this wonderful thing called Map Mod. Yeah, they're looking for the DV stack, which does make sense. I would be trying my luck as well, let's be honest. And now if... What's Serp looking for? Serp not know where Darkness is.
So Darkness isn't showing up on the map because it's not in logic, I believe, not logically accessible.
Yes. You can still ask the map
But
where
yep,
Lightness is and go from Lightness. Come on.
which is exactly what Serb is doing now.
hope so. Yeah, hidden slag and driving left. That will work. Now let's see how right you are about the Void Art and Abyss.
Nope.
One more chance.
No.
Wait, did
Graz already did the journal entry.
is
Uh,
that faster?
I don't think it is. No
I
one has been to White Palace. No one has a Woken Dream Nail at all. So if that white fragment is in Palace, Purple's going to have a bad time.
at this point, Purple's having a bad time anyway. Like at this point, even if they go to Sanctum right now, I think it's too late. 'Cause at this point, all Blue need is one of them to find Beastland. Like either find the Beastag or for Serp, just walk all the way there. Which again, Serp, I'm sure one of the speedruns that Serp does has to do this Bloody Darkness, and probably has to do it with Dash Claw even.
Yeah, Chris
That's
is joining Serp in Deep Nest. So that definitely tells me that there's nothing else for them to do. They're just working on Dark Deep Nest together.
I mean, that is. You could be spamming down transitions to find the boss maker one,
I mean,
or
you
just to do
could.
checks for the DB stag. I think doing the exact same movement on both players is not necessarily what you need. Although it looks like they are
It
both
depends.
struggling with this.
It depends how comfortable those players are with this.
We have Dreamgate. Let's just put down Dreamgates. I think that would absolutely help. We see a Dreamgate from Serp. I have no idea where she is at this point.
Just entering the big room now.
Okay. Yes. Yeah, I realized as soon as she went to the transition, that's the only place we could have been. Do we know how to do this room? And Grass is in Sanctum. I think it's too
Yeah,
late.
even with as much damage as you can have, Tyrant is not fast.
Neither is Darkness, apparently. It's a bit hard to commentate on this because we actually can't see anything. And we kind of already know what's gonna happen on Grass
Okay,
screen.
Serp is on 1 HP, setting down a Dream Gate. Good call.
Oh, that's Chris, not Serp. Yes, indeed.
And Serp is out of the big room. So
Nothing
now,
bad can happen here, right? Like here, you're just completely fine. I guess there's like one single bit of spikes you could fall into, but not if you're still dashing through.
I was about to say there's
Blue
a
has
couple,
this.
there's a little bit of potential for spaghetti, but
At this point, I would like to see Chris just warp out. There's no reason to still be here.
yeah,
Like clockwork.
yeah,
And at this point, they are exactly tied on checks. Oh no, purple is 20 checks ahead.
yeah. They were
Unfortunate.
about tied when blue hit go mode.
Yeah, I guess it makes sense because now blue has the slow goals.
You know, suppose it's kind of interesting. Datic and Graz in their two matches against the 1 and 2 seeds in this group had a significant check advantage going into go mode.
I guess that's karma.
So, yeah.
Yeah, because Grasdadik as third seed did beat Oko Potato, who was the second seed of the group.
Yes.
And now this entire group is a complete mess. But Khan Fluffy sitting chill at
Oh,
4-0, and everyone else. Wait,
King Void
what?
Heart and Kingdom's Edge.
Oh, hold on a second. Hold on a second. Chris had to skip that check due to no C dash. Hold on a second. We have a race. We may have spoken too early. This is absolutely still a race. Blue does have an advantage, but they need to stop messing around with charms and just go into bloody fight.
Yeah, they need to.
Seriously?
They need
Can
to
we
go
go?
right now.
Oh, this is exciting.
3 Hollow Knight screams all at the same time.
Realistically, Daddy could still beat one on blue side just with Radiance patterns and through better THK fighting.
For sure. Get your Hollow Ds in chat, by the way. I see a lot of chat is ahead of me on that.
Yeah, get your Hollow D's in chat because this is exciting. What do we have? I think this all comes down to how fast Dadik is, and if Dadik manages to keep up with the people on blue side.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going into Radiance almost synced on Serp and Chris, and Graz is right there as well.
Yeah. Chris and Serp also need to not die to Radiance, which
Sure.
they have plenty of equipment, but we've seen Radiance deaths before.
And also, Dadik is D-Darking instead of Shrieking. I think Dadik is starting late and also having the slowest fight of THK. And I think at this point already it's just you need to die, or you need the enemy team to die. Now let's. I am not comms cursing in any way. Let's just see this play out. Sir passed the first phase quite cleanly. And
Yeah, Chris and
as
Serp
well,
both
yeah.
up on platforms now.
Yeah, Chris actually gained time on Serp during this Radiance. Yeah, let's see if this just chooses to behave. And oh, that's a pattern. This is so exciting.
4 players on Radiance at the same time. You really love to see this.
Yeah, but Dadik is so far behind at this point. Okay, if Chris doesn't fail this climb, it's a win for blue. Well, both players could actually fail this climb. Okay. Chris is fine, and I think Serp is fine. No GG's yet in chat, though.
There's the first GG in chat.
GG from Chris, and yeah, blue just has this. I guess that's just rando. I have to say, that fragment in edge really made this interesting.
It made it much more interesting.
Here we have GG's from Graz as well, and Dadik is on climb. Oh.
Yep, and there's GG from Dadik.
See if the runners want to interview.
Oh, hi.
Hello.
That was close.
That's an amazing race.
Were
Yes,
you
that
guys
was-
waiting for a white fragment?
Yes.
Did you get the Soul Tyrant one?
No. We got Pale
Oh.
Lurker.
Oh, I guess I
But-
did do Pale Lurker too. Oh,
You
was
didn't
that
do the
the
sea
The
dash
water
check.
skip.
Oh, it was a water skip. Yeah, I didn't do that. That's true.
You didn't have sea dash when you went there.
Yeah.
That could have been really bad for you, but you got
Yeah.
saved by the soul tyrant Fultons.
You're welcome.
Yeah, Serp did Soul Tyrant the same time I was, or like right after I did Last Kid. We did it kind of early.
We had shade, so why wouldn't we do it?
I told you that you guys should do Soul Tyrant.
It's
Doesn't matter
one
that she
shot.
got the
Damn it.
wait fragment like 30 seconds after I clear Sanctum.
Mm.
Yeah, I'm not sure which one would have been faster.
Yours,
Did you
I
guys do
think.
Dark Deep Nest or did you get the Black Egg Lantern first?
I tried doing Dark Deepness without Claw, and then I missed on Pogo and just went away from it.
Oh no.
So both teams got different claws at first. Blue found the Queen's Garden Stag in Junk Pit, took that, and got the claw by Marmot at Marmot Totem. And purple got the claw in Glade of Hope.
Oh. Yeah.
How many claws were there?
Because I feel like getting to QG Stag was in Logic so early because we had Wings Dash and QG access, but I was like, I don't want to go through everything without QG Stag. So when we got QG Stag, I thought we were late to Claw actually, because I was like, oh, that was in Logic, I think.
Well, it's worth noting, you need from the QG entrance, you need Claw to get up to the QG arena from the room by Toll Bench.
Okay.
So with transition you had, it was not in Logic.
Okay. I get confused between because I basically like for map error rando, I only have like the transition helper log up. So it like shows me names and I'm like, there's 3 transitions I can check which ones are the but yeah, that makes sense because it was probably only showing the bottom transition. That makes sense.
So you were ahead on Claw actually, but what you were very far behind on was
C-dash?
Crossroads in general with the
Yeah.
dive and the C-dash.
Yeah.
I guess it was what the City Storm's transition to Fungal that you forgot to check, I think.
Yeah, probably. But it's so far away from everything. Very
Well, it's
rude.
like 2 rooms away from the Storm Stag, but sure. Also, shoutouts to Graz and Daddy for killing Myla.
No,
Congrats.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's evil.
deserved loss.
I do not endorse this propaganda.
Poor Myla. She doesn't
deserves
deserve
it.
it.
Exactly.
What was I gonna say? Oh, Vale and Massa were kind of close for our first transition. We walked in and I did at first think it was Green Path like entrance, waterfall, but then it was the VFK one. I get those confused.
Yeah, I get the consolation win for that one.
Oh, I was gonna send the skill timeline.
Yeah, is there anything the runners would like to say? Any other comments?
I think
Rando is fun.
I think Grass and Dadik finally got like lost in the same way they've won so many times.
Yes.
True.
I did mention this actually as the race was wrapping up that Graz and Dadik won their races against the 1 and 2 seeds with significantly fewer checks.
I think power.
They did not
power
win
checks
against
similar.
Confufi.
Sorry, yes, they hit Goma with significantly fewer checks.
You were actually quite close in checks for a while. Like at first the C-dash dive, which you like 30 checks behind Blue Team, but then when you were in Go, you were like tied on total checks.
Oh, that's cool.
That actually probably helps because I didn't check like any big dive locked area. Like obviously Serp did Sanctum, but like I didn't do Kingdom's Edge dive stuff. I guess that was the big one. But yeah, so that saved a little bit of time actually, I guess.
Yeah, I suppose live by the check difference, die by the check difference.
Mm-hmm. Nice. Yeah, 58% to 66%. Wow, yeah, this is like the reverse of our last race.
Yeah.
Well, that was fun.
All
I'm
right.
glad we didn't have to do Flower Quest. Thanks, Masso.
Thank you, Maso. I'm proud of you.
Our next match is in about 10 hours. It is between Kuro and Quado and Lock and Bug. So hopefully we will see you for that. And unless the runners, Vale, unless you have anything else to say, I think we're good to sign off.
I think we're good. Thanks for the runners for providing one of the closer matches in this tournament for sure. Thanks for Masu for being with me on comms and for Tim for restreaming for us. Hope you all enjoyed.
Thanks, everyone.
Bye bye.
Thanks for Rando.